My name is Greg. I'm with the San Antonio Fatherhood Campaign. I wanted to spend just a couple minutes with you and my friends Alex and Sam and Mikey here and really talk about what is the San Antonio Fatherhood Campaign. You know, it's an organization that works with moms and dads and children in the community, but we really come from a different perspective in honoring that sacredness of fatherhood. You know, because if dad's there or he isn't there, he's going to play an important role in that child's development, in that child's life. Because if he's not there, he's going to say, what's he about? Who is he? What did he believe in, right? So we want to really invite the men to be part of the family in a healthy way. So what does that mean? You know, in our program, we talk about culture heals. And through this healing, we heal the woundedness. So we're better men. We're better fathers. We're better interacting with our kids, developing quality time. But what does that mean to you? What makes the Fatherhood Campaign so special for you, Alex?
As I think about it, I'm looking at the title and it's San Antonio Fatherhood, campaign, but San Antonio Fatherhood. The first thing that comes to my mind, and I think it's different, but it's common, so to speak. I think about family. Now, what do I mean by who doesn't think about family or what father doesn't think about family? I think about San Antonio in general. The culture, as you said, of San Antonio is really about father. I think in this time of technology and social media and all these other things that are distracting or can take us away from family, I think really that's what San Antonio Fatherhood Campaign does. It's that opportunity, or it's that that choice, that if there's a father out there, or if you know a father out there and you know this father needs help, then give them our number or give them our information, and then they can come to us, they can call us, they can come to us. And later on, Greg's going to talk about the services that we provide. But I think that's what makes it different. I haven't lived in another city, so I'm sure there's certain things like that happen in other cities. But because I know it happens here, and I just feel like, that's to me what makes the biggest difference. Sam?
Well, for me, I've been doing this work now for about 6 years, 3 years here at the campaign. I've come to like three conclusions when it comes to just society as a whole. There's definitely a disconnect somewhere, and I think a lot of it has to do with technology. The second thing, obviously, is there's a lot of woundedness, a lot of brokenness within people due to their trauma as children. I mean, we all grew up, whether we grew up in a nice home on the north side or whether we grew up on a broken home on the west side. It doesn't matter where we grew up. There's brokenness and there's woundedness within all of us, and that trauma comes from many different things that we discuss in our class. Because we're talking about physical trauma, we're talking about verbal trauma, we're talking about mental trauma. We're just talking all types of abuses that people go through in their youth and how that carries through to their adulthood. And if for some reason they don't ever handle that, it can become a problem. And in today's society, it seems like what more people do with their trauma is that they transfer it as opposed to transforming it. Here at the Fatherhood Campaign, we're really into healing people. So we feel that through that healing through culture, through that healing through history, to that healing through la cultura cura, which is curing ourselves through our culture, that we got to find who we are again, and ourselves and our identity, and find out what's happened in our past, which is carrying it into our future. But that all really starts with just being able to heal within ourselves and find out who we are. And I think once we were able to get up on top, a solid foundation of that, then it makes it easier for us to transition into having a new beginning, something that we as fathers today can pass along, not this generational trauma, but this generational healing. So I think it's very important that we continue to focus on that, because through the many people that have been coming through these doors for the last 3 years that I've been here, started off as a few hundred, now it's at thousands. But we're definitely recognizing that. And we just hope that that work continues in the community of San Antonio.
Very well said, Sam. Alex, thank you so much. You know, because that's true, right? We're wounded, and we either can transfer that trauma to our kids, or we can transform that trauma. And I say this a lot, you know, I'm a generation of healers now. You know, because I've done a lot of work and I embrace that path of becoming a healer. My father used to say to me, nothing changes until something changes. And then he'd ask the question, he'd say, so son, so what changed? My answer is simple today. I have. I'm a different person. I'm a healer instead of a wounded man, right? So the Fatherhood Campaign helped me identify what that means. It offered a wide variety of different services. They do classes, healing circles, mentoring, and all those were key in my own transformation and the transformation of our clients, right? Our classes, we cover parenting, we cover child rearing. We have the 7th generation doula services. You know, they're there to support moms and dads during that pregnancy and even during the birth. And then after, because postpartum depression, it's real. And we have to have men, and we have to recognize that. And what can we do to be part of the solution, part of that healing? We offer, you know, the fatherhood services, restorative justice. We work with the youth at different schools. You know, last year we gave away over 350,000 diapers. Right now we have 28 classes a week. 5 years ago we were doing 3 classes a week, right? When I first started the program, we were working with 20 people in a month. Now we're working with 300 in a week, right? It's just a huge amount of growth. We have an amazing team, an amazing staff, and we're here to service the community, right? So whatever the question is, whatever the need is, please feel free to reach out and contact us. You can be reached at 210-227-3463. Again, that's 210-227-3463. Or you can reach out to us online at safatherhood.com. Until then, take care. Have a good day.